Okay, let me just grab some questions that we can work on together. Give me a sec. Okay, how about this one? We can try to do these problems. Can you see it? It's kind of blurry, I know. Let me try to do this again. Oh no, that's yeah. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So it's kind of blurry, so I'm gonna read it and then we can answer it together. Um so Charlie and his father, an engineer, decided to build a tree house in their backyard. First question is, so they're starting to build the tree house, and Charlie and his father needed to gather some wood from the forest. If they initially have 15 planks of wood in the house, and Charlie and his father got 10 planks of wood each, how many pieces of wood do they have in total? Modi, do you know how to start the problem, or should we go through the first one together? Modi, are you still there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know I was muted.
Oh.
In order to start constructing the house, Charlie and his father needed to gather some wood in the forest. If they, what's that word? If they
Initially.
initially
That's what they started with. They initially have 15.
mean extra planks of wood in the house, and his father got of wood 10 of wood each. How many pieces of wood did they have in total? Easy peasy.
Okay.
25.
Not quite. You almost got it. You almost got it. But so there's like some keywords for things like this. So for this one, your keyword would be that Charlie and his father got 10 each. So both of them found 10. So each person found 10 planks. So you have 15 that you start with, right? Because that's your extra. And then Charlie found 10. But then his Charlie's dad found another 10 because they both found it. That's why it says they got 10 each, right? So then you
Oh,
add, yeah. So then you
okay.
add the three
It's
together.
35.
Yep. Yep. This is 35. They have 35. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, let's just go through the next few because I think they're all related to each other. So,
While
second
building
one.
the house, Charlie noticed that they were running out of nails, so he told his father he's going to buy some. If they still have 9 nails left, and Charlie bought 2 boxes of nails, the big one contained 55 nails, and the small one contained 31. How many nails will they have? So he said he has 9 nails, like in his house.
Mm-hmm.
Then he bought 2 boxes of nails. The big
Mm-hmm.
one the big one was 55 and the small one was 31. So we had to add 9 plus 55 plus 31.
Mm-hmm.
So 55 plus 31. 86. 6 plus 9. 86 plus 9. 86 plus 9. 86 plus 9 is going to be 95.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. Do you want me to write it down, or let's just write it down so if people are watching. So yeah, Modi, you're right. So it is 95. Just gonna put it here.
I just used it in my brain.
Dang, that's cool. Yeah, that's good that you can do it in your head. Yeah, but I'm just gonna write it down just so people can see if they didn't get this correctly. So yeah, but you were exactly right. So Charlie and his dad, they have 9 like already with them. So that's what you're starting with. And then he bought 2 more boxes, one with 55 and one with 31. So you just have to add all the 3 numbers together. And it would be 95.
Okay.
But yeah, that's right. Okay. How about the third one?
Okay. So to have a more stable tree house, Charlie's father decided to tie the corner post of the house to the tree itself. He used 24 inches of rope for the first post, 20 inches on the second, 14 inches on the third, and 12 on the fourth. He also had 15 more cable, but didn't use that. How many inches of rope were used? Well, we know 24 on the first post, and on the second post we have 14. Third post we have 12. Sorry.
That's fine.
Like there's a problem with this internet. So I was gonna say it has 20. I think we're gonna add and then subtract with 15.
So for this one, you're almost right. So we do add the ones that he used up, but then this 15 is it's just it's tricking you is what it is, because he tells you this number, but he then says that, oh, but we didn't use that, so you don't really use that in the problem, but it's just tricking you. So we know that you understand the problem and you're just not like adding and making things up basically. But yeah. So your first part was right. You add. So the real question is how many inches were used. So you add up the ones that he actually used up, which would be 24 for the first post, 20 inches for the second, 14 for the third, and then 12 for the last one. So you add those up, and then for the 15 feet of cable that he didn't use, that's just tricking you. We don't really need that in the problem. So for that, we just add the length for the 4 posts. So it's 24 inches plus 20
So
plus
all we're just supposed to do is just add 24 plus 12 plus 14.
plus 20. Yeah. And then this is just a trick. I'll just put it's tricking you. So you have to like know the problem. You have to understand the problem and not just like add everything, every number that you see. Right? So that's it. So what's your final answer for this one?
Uh, 10, 0, 1, 5, 6, 7, 70.
Yes, that's right. Yep. Yep, it is 70 for this one. So number 3 is that's 70. That's your answer for that.
Yay.
Yep, good. Okay, fourth one. All right, I'm gonna read the fourth question, Modi, if you're still there. The tree house is almost done.
Yep.
All they need is to paint it. His father estimated that they will use 20 ounces of white paint, 15 ounces of green paint, and 34 ounces of brown paint. How many ounces of paint would they buy in total?
So what we would do is just add 20 plus 15 plus 34.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. So what's your answer for this one?
Will be 49 plus it'll be 59.
Do you want to do your math again to make sure that's right?
Okay. 49 60 69.
Yep, it is 69. Yes. So that's 69. So you're right. It's just adding all the numbers in because you just want to know the total amount of paint that they have to buy. So it's 20 for the white, 15 for the green, and 34 for your brown. That's 69 ounces. Yep. Okay, last question for this one. Okay. Upon finishing the treehouse, Charlie's mother served them freshly baked cookies. If Charlie ate 15 cookies, his father ate 10, and his mother ate only 5, write an equation to show how many cookies were eaten in total.
10 plus 5, 25. Plus 5, 30.
Yeah, so it's just going to be total number
30.
of cookies.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
Wait, if Charlie ate the... Okay,
Yeah, there's no trick to
just
this
make
one.
it true.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, but that's right. So Charlie had 15 to that one. His dad ate 10, and then his mom ate 5. So yeah, and it's 30. That's just 30. So yeah, that was the first one, but that's mostly addition. So let's look at this one that's multi-step. So it's gonna be more than just adding.
Okay.
Okay, about this first question. Okay.
Easy. Lauren and Gina's mother told her daughter they can swim in the pool for 20 minutes. First, they swam laps in the pool for 7 minutes. Then they swam underwater for 1 minute. Then they played water polo for 8 minutes. How much longer can they stay in the pool? So what I would do was add and then subtract. So we have the 8. So it said they swam underwater for 1 minute. So 8 plus 7. But it said they swam underwater for 1 minute. So we're gonna add that 1 minute first the 7. 8 plus 8 will give you 16. Then you have to subtract it with 20.
Yep.
So that will be 1. So that will be 1 for 14.
14 is your answer?
8, 16, 16. 4, yes.
Let's see. Let's do this together. I'm just gonna do. You're right with how you approach the problem, but your math is a little bit off. But you were there, like you were starting very good. Like you were 90% correct. So yeah, so you are right. We have to add all the times that they used doing all the other stuff, and then you subtract it from 20, because that's so 20 minutes is the maximum amount of time that they can swim in the pool. And then they already spent a bunch of minutes for different things. So so Lauren and Gina spent 7 minutes for swimming laps. So that's the first one, 7 minutes. And then they swam underwater for 1 minute. So that's a +1. And then they played water polo for 8 minutes. So that's a +8. So you're still on the right track. That's what you did, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 16 minutes. But they only have 20. They can only stay there for 20 minutes. So they only have like a couple more minutes to stay, and that's what the problem is. So you have your total number of minutes you can stay.
Found it. I forgot. I just think I just know what I just got wrong. So it said 20. So I got the 16 correct. I got the 16 correct. But what I did is that I got the wrong thing was my subtraction problem. Because it said 20 plus 16. So you take away 1 and then you add it to 10 and then you have 4. But then I realized that your 1 minus 1 will give you 0. So the answer will be 4.
Yep. Yeah, it is gonna be a 4. So let's just write it down for people to see. So you have 20 minutes total, and then they already used up 16, and then you subtract it to find how many more minutes you're left with. So 0 minus 6 is you can't do it, so you have to borrow. I think that's why you missed it. So you have to borrow 1. Oh, that was really bad. Let me just do this. So you borrow a 1, and then this would be just a 1 then. So 10 minus 6 is a 4, and then 1 minus 1 is going to be a 0. So you're left with 4 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, you got it at the end. Yeah. it is gonna be 4 minutes. So yeah, there's just like some steps to this one. You have to add stuff first and then subtract. Yep. Okay, we have this problem. Just make this bigger. There. Okay, can you see it? Should make it this bigger.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's just keep it like this. Okay. Modi, do you want to read the question first?
Yep. Mike wants to go to the movie with his friends. James. He has $10 to start with, and his mother gave him 22 to help pay for the movies. He buys tickets for him, James, at 6. Wait. So to help for the movie, he buys tickets for him and James at 6 each. So he gives them 6 each. Buys popcorn for 4 and drinks for 6. How much money did Mike have left? So we're gonna have 30. He has 30 in total.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, so now we're supposed to subtract 6 minus 6. Right?
Okay.
No, we're supposed to wait. We're supposed to add all of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're supposed to add 6 plus 6, 12. Plus 4, 16. When we add 16, we add another 6.
Mm-hmm.
16 plus 16. 22, I think. Wait. So we have 12, 16, 23. So 23 minus 30. 23.
Modi, you can write on the screen if you want. You just have to click this. It looks
Yeah,
like
I was not so sure if I could.
you can click on that and then you can write so everyone can see.
So 10 plus equals 30. Now we add 6 plus 6, 12, plus 4, 16, 22. So 30 plus 22. Subtract.
Good.
Wait.
Yeah.
So now we gotta. I have to take away this. I can't take away the eraser though.
You what?
I can't take away the eraser.
I don't think I can do it for you.
Oh well.
Yeah, I can't erase things for you. But you are on the right track. Do you want me to continue or?
Yeah, I'm good. Yep.
You're almost there though. You just have to solve this.
Wait. Let me see if I can do something here. Yeah, you can.
Hello.
Yeah, you can control this for me because this is not going out well.
Hello.
Hey, Esther.
Hi, Esther. Okay, well, let me see. Maybe I can do this. Oh, yeah, I can delete this now. Well, but you are doing great, actually. Yep, so, but you were right. So, ooh,
Sorry, I don't know what to do. Like, this is my first time doing this thing.
It's fine. It's fine. It's completely fine. Yeah.
You did great.
Yeah,
No.
that was great, actually. You just were missing the final answer, but everything was right on that one. But I can rewrite that for you if you want. But yeah, you were starting off correctly. So Mike did have $10 to start with. And then he got another 20 from his mom. So that's a total amount of money that he has at the before starting the movie. So yeah, you do add the 10 that he started with and then the 20 that he got from his mom. So that is 30. So that's all the money he has. And then the question is how much money he has left after paying for all this, right? But everything was right for what you did. So he did spend $6 for each ticket for himself, for Mike, and for James. So that's $6 for each one. So 6 plus 6. And then he buys a popcorn, so that's a plus 4. And then he buys a drink too, which is a 6. So, sorry. Yeah. So you just add that. So that's 6 plus 6 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. Plus 6 is 22. So he spent $22 in total. That's $22. And then he started off with $30. And so he's left, so the money that he's left with would be 30 is what he started with. And then he has to pay off the tickets and the food. So that's $22 minus 22. So now you just have to subtract and then you're left with the money that is left in Mike. So 0 minus 2 is you can't do it, so you have to borrow from 3. So borrow 1 from 3, and then this becomes a 2.
That's going to be about
10 minus 2 is
that's 8. That's just
it's 8.
clean.
And then 2 minus 2 is just a 0, so Mike is left with $8.
Okay.
Yeah, but you were right, like 95%. You just had to like go through.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let me find another one.
So, Esther, were you asking about multiplication? Do you want to practice some of that?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yes,
we can do
please.
that. Yeah.
Because you're in 3rd grade too, right, Esther?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I do have some for that. There. So let me just do this.
All right, got it.
This one. Have you guys
The
started?
first one is gonna be. Yeah, I don't even. The first one is gonna be. 44 times 4 equals
176.
Naomi.
Wait, who said that?
My sister Naomi.
Oh, hey Naomi. Yeah, but that's right. Yeah. Let's go through this together, and then I'll give you guys some time to do like the next ones. So, I don't know if you've started multiplication yet.
280.
Naomi.
Hey, Naomi, this session's for 3rd and 4th grade, so let them work through it too, even if you know it, okay?
280. The second one is 280. The third one is 182.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right.
The fourth one is 19. Oh,
What's the fourth one?
19 times 8 is gonna be 9 times 8 equals 72. So there's gonna be a 2 over there, and there's gonna be a 7 up there. And then 1 times 8 equals 8. 8 plus 7 equals 15. 152.
Yep, that's right.
Bale.
How about the next one?
Wait.
Modi, do you like to try number 5?
Okay.
Hello?
Hey.
Well, 7. Well, if it says 2, that means you're gonna do 2 77s and add. So multiply means like doing 2 things at the same time. So I'm gonna have 77 with another 77. So that will be 4 plus 1, 5, 154.
Yeah, that's actually right. Yeah. Modi, do you know how to multiply it, or should we go through it? But that's right.
Yeah,
You actually
I
gave
know how
it
to
right.
multiply.
Okay, just making sure. But yeah. Okay, who wants to do the last one then?
I want to do it.
Okay, go ahead.
So 300 plus 33 plus 33 is 66. And another 33 plus another 33 is 66. 66 plus 66 is 132.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah. One thing about that, if you add like that works, yes. But if you have bigger numbers, it's gonna be hard. Like if you had 33 times 25, it's gonna be hard to add like 33 in a row. So we would try to do the multiplication way of doing it. Let me just do, I guess, the first, or let's just do the last one, by like the multiplication method instead of adding everything. But that's in theory is what you're actually doing. You're like adding 33 4 times is what it is. But this one that I'm gonna do, it's gonna come in handy if you have bigger numbers. So instead of doing like 4 like 33s, like adding 4 of them, because that's a lot, right? You can just do the multiplication way, which is you're looking at one thing at a time, basically, and you multiply by 4. So for this one, you multiply. So you only look at this one first and ignore this one on the left. So 4 times 3 is 12, right? So you write down the ones place in here at the bottom. So that's a 2. But since it's a 12, you have to carry 1 over to the next one. And then you have to multiply again. So you multiply this one to this one, and then you multiply to the one next to it for your second round, basically. So you do 4 times 3 is it 12, plus 1 would be 13. So you do a 3 here, and then carry over the 1. But since you don't have anything else here, you can just like copy. So it gives you the same number, but it just kind of cuts you some trouble if you have too many things that you have to multiply. So if you do like a 2-digit by 2, this is what I'm saying. Like you don't want to add 59 like 46 times, because that's going to be like 59 plus 59 plus 59 plus 59 is going to be a lot. So we can do the multiplication way of doing it. Have you guys started to do 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication yet, or no?
And 59 times 46. But I don't get it because it's like 59 times 46.
Okay, we can go through the first one together, and then I'll let you guys do the other ones.
Can I do the 2-digit and 1-digit?
You just want to do the 2-digit and 1-digit first? Have you?
Yeah, I think grade 3 is 2-digit by 1-digit. It looks
Okay.
like 2 by 2 might be 4th grade.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's just have a bunch
I
more.
do know this.
2
Oh,
by
for
1.
me in 3rd grade,
Okay.
we actually went up to 3. We went up to 3 digits multiplied by 1.
Okay. Well, I have that too. So we can go to that one instead. This one. Just make this bigger. Okay. Esther, do you want to do the first one?
Huh?
Do you want to do the first one? For this one, it's a 3-digit by 1-digit.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Nothing. I want nothing.
Do you want help with the first one, or Molly, do you
You
want to try to
move
do
my
the first
arm?
one?
Gosh. Nail me.
Okay, I'll start the first one, and then I'll let you guys do the other ones. So this is just the same as doing the 2-digit by 1. You just have like more numbers now on the top compared to the other one, but it's the same thing. Oh yeah, go ahead.
2 times 9 is 8. Wait, what? 18. So 18. 18. There. Then I had to draw the 8. Oh god, that's slow. That's the 8. 18. 18. Okay, now 9 times 2 is 18 plus 1, 19. 19. Wait, what? 19. And 8 times 9 is 72. Plus 1. 7,398
Yeah,
for number 1.
that's actually right. Yeah. Yeah, let me just write down so other people can see. But yeah, so you start with 822 multiplied by a 9. So you multiply 9 from the right, and then you go to the left, kind of. So you multiply it this way. You go from the ones and then go into like the bigger numbers. So 9 times 2 would be 18, and then you carry 1 over. The 9 times 2 is still 18, plus 1 would be 19. So you bring down the first number here, and then carry over the next one. And then you do 9 times 8 is 72, plus 1 would be 73. So yeah, this one is 7398. Yep. Modi, do you want to try the second one?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. You can write on the screen if you use this button here.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that'll work.
Okay, just let me go. Okay, tell me your.
Good.
Oh, see, you're ready. Yeah.
So now, um, um, first we ignore the thing on the left.
6
Is
times
my
7
answer correct?
The first one? Yeah, the first one's right.
I don't know.
For the second
6
one.
times 6 times 7 is 42. So like this. Okay, I have to put on my drawing screen. 2, and then there's a 4 up here. And then 7 times 7 is 49. So, and then plus 4. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. That's going to be 53. Wait. 53. Okay, 8 times 7 is 56. 56 plus 5 is 56 plus 5 is 61. So that's going to be 6,100.
I don't know the answer.
Okay,
6,132 for number 2.
that's right. Okay, I'm gonna go through how to do it though, so Modi can follow. There. Okay, so but yep, the answer is 6,132. But I'll go through how to do it so Modi can follow. So you do 876 times 7. So instead of writing 876 7 times and then adding them together, you can multiply it instead. So you multiply 7 to each of the numbers, but you start with the one that you're lined up with, basically. So the smallest number, because this is a ones, right? And then this one's a 10 in the tens place, and then this one is hundreds. So you start with the smallest one and then go to the biggest one. So you start from the right and then go to the left, basically. And then you start doing your subtraction or your multiplication. Modi, if you have any questions, you can ask if it's weird for you or something. So you do 7 times 6 is 42. So you write the smaller number, which is in the ones place at the bottom. So it's 42. And then 4, instead of writing 4 here, you go add it to the next one. Basically, you carry it over to the next number. And then you do it again. So after you multiply 7 with 6, you go to the next one, which is 7 in this case. So you do 7 times 7 is 49. And then you add the 4 that you had here, that you added before. So 49 plus 4 is 53. So you add the smaller number here again, the one in the ones place. So it's 53. So we do 53. So instead of putting the 5 here, you can still carry it over to the next number. So you do a plus 5 in this one. So you do, and then you multiply again. So you're done with this.
So
first
7.
number.
So 7 and 6. So do we have to multiply in between those?
What do you mean in between those?
Like, are we supposed to multiply 7 and 6?
Yes, that's exactly what you have to do for multiplication.
And
Yeah.
then that will give you 36.
That will give you 42.
42. So you put the 2 on the bottom, put the 4 up there. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, so let me actually write this down in the site. Let me start over. So here. Let's do this again.
So
So you do, yeah. So you go from the ones place to the biggest number that you have. That's your way of multiplication. You start going this way and then this way and then this way. There, it's kind of confusing now, but yeah. So you so you multiply each number on the top by 7, but there's like an order to it. You have to start with the one on the right first, and then the one next to it, and then the one next to that. So okay, so then do the multiplication table. If you don't know yet, we can go over that. So 7 times 1 is 7, times 2 is 14, times 3 would be 21, times 4 is 28, times 5 is 35, times 6 is 42, times 7 is 49. Oh no. Is 49, and then times 8 is 56, and I'll just end for this one. So you do the first one is 7 times 6 is this one. So it's 42. So instead of writing 42 like this, you keep the 2 and then the 4 instead of writing there. You carry it over to the next number that you have to multiply, right? You look at this one first. So you do 42, put 2 here, but then you carry over
Okay.
the 1 in the tens place.
Bye.
This one, right? And then you continue doing the same process with the next one. So you're done with this. You're done with multiplying the 6, the one in the ones place with 7. So you go to the next one. So you're done with this one. So you go to this one, this number, which is 7. So then you do 7 times 7, which would be 49, right? Because this is your multiplication table. And then 7 times 7 is 49. But then you still have to add this 4 that you carried over from the first one. So now you do 49 plus 4 is 53. So instead of writing 53 in here, you just keep 3. And then you carry over the next one to the next number that you have to multiply, which is what we did in the first round again. And then you start all over. So you're done with this one, you're done with the second number. Now you're in the last column, which is an 8. So you do a 7 times 8. You multiply 7 times 8, which is 56 for this one. And then you have to add a 5 because that's what you have there. So plus 5. 56 plus 5 would be 6, plus 5 is 1, plus 1. And then you add 5 plus 1 is 6. So you can add 61 here. You can do like the carry over again, but there's nothing here, so you can just drop it immediately. So it's the same one. So it's 6132. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm gonna assume that it makes sense. We can go over telling time. Is that what you wanted, Modi?
Yep.
Okay. Here.
I forgot it about time like days ago, like years ago.
Okay. We can go over this quickly because we're almost out of time. But so you know in clocks you have 2 hands. Do you know which one represents the hour? like which hand is the hour? and
Yeah,
which one?
the little one.
Yep.
Number 1A, it can be tag a fight.
Small one is hour. And then the bigger one is your minutes. Yep. Okay. And then basics, I don't know if you know, but for the small one for the hours, you just count whatever, you just say, read it, whatever number they have. Like that's what it represents. But for minute hands, you have to multiply by 5. Let's start with this 2B. I think this one's easier. For time too, you know how you have like 2 spaces and then like a comma in the middle? This one on the left represents your hour, and then this one on the right is for your minutes. Okay, so let's try to be Modi. What can you tell the time, or do you want me to tell the time for 2B?
Uh-huh.
I can go through 2B if I'll make this bigger so it's easier to see. So for your hour hand, the smaller one, you can tell that it's between 3 and 4. It's not quite 4 yet. So it's not quite 4 yet because your minute hand hasn't reached the 60 point, or like when the hour starts again. So if it doesn't touch 4 quite yet, that means it's a 3. So it's 3 o'clock, and then you have some minutes there. So it's 3. And then for the minutes is you just basically count the number of dots here on the side, if you can tell. And then you just read that for your minutes. But the easier way to read would be for each number you have 5. It represents 5 minutes. So, well, starting from 1 is 5 minutes, and then this would be a 10. Next one's a 15. This one's a 20. So on until you get to 11, which is 55.
Bye.
Bye, Esther. See you next week. And then once you get to 12, that you go back to 0, basically. Well, so if you go through your clock, so this one's a 20, the one next to 5, 25, and this one's a 30. So your minute hand is between 5 and 6, which means your time.
Oh, now I see. Hand. Now I remember.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what time is it for 2B?
So 3:25. 3:25.
Well, it's 3:25 if your minute hand is exactly on
Miss
5.
Trisha.
I mean 3:25.
Okay, let's do this. Almost. So if your minute hand was exactly on this time, it would be 3:25, but it's in between 5 and 6. So that means you're gonna be in between 25 and 30. but you can just like count how many dots there are. So if you're right here on the bigger dot on 5, that's 25, but you're not. So you can just count the small dots. So this one's 25, this one's 25,
Do you know the teacher?
this one's
That
26,
her name is Natalie.
this one would be
She
27.
said that I'm smart.
Oh.
Naomi.
So it's 327.
Okay.
Naomi.
Yep. You want to try one more?
Okay. Yep.
This one, 2A.
Let's do number 2.
This one?
Yes.
2A. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be 3, 50. Wait.
GTG.
So it's in between. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 15, 16, 17, 3, 18.
Yep. It is 318. Yes, that's right. Yep. It's 3 because it's in between 3 and 4, your hour hand, but it's not quite 4 yet. So it's going to be a 3. And then you just count the minutes. So for each one, starting from 12 would be a 0. Each one's a 5. Each number's a 5. So that's 5 minutes. This would be 10. This would be 15, 20 for this one. So your minute hand should be in between 15 and 20, and then you can just count from there. So this bigger dot, like that's right exactly on 3, it's 15. The next one would be 16. This is 17. So this would be 18. So yeah, it is 318.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like we're out of time for this week. Yeah, if you have any topics that you would like to go over next week, you can email.
I do.
Lillian. You do? What?
Yeah, it's greater
Yeah.
than and less than.
Okay, good, nice, yeah. I can write that down, and then James, I think, will be teaching next week, and then he can go over that for you.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you have anything else, you can email Miss Lillian, and then she can let us know.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye guys. Have a good week.
Thanks, you too.